Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Today is going to be a little bit different. When you go to your Google Classroom, you will see 4 videos and 4 quizzes. This is going to confuse you. You're going to say, am I supposed to watch all 4 videos and take all 4 quizzes? The answer is no. Okay, you only have to watch 1 video and take 1 quiz. You just need to make sure that your video and your quiz are the same thing. If you are watching this video, you are wanting extra help with taking an improper fraction to a mixed number. Therefore, when you're done with this video, you need to make sure that you take the quiz of improper to mixed number. Okay, do not take the quiz over fractions on a number line. That's going to defeat the whole purpose. Okay, so how I decided to come up with 4 different videos and 4 different quizzes and let you guys pick what you learned for the day is because on Tuesday, I sent out this survey. Okay, and it shows me in a nice little bar graph. It says, when it comes to learning about fractions, what do you think you could use more practice with? Well, I had 4 friends with a 12% say that they could use more help with comparing fractions. I had 8 friends, which would be 24%, say that they could use more help with fractions on a number line. I had 4 friends as well, that would equal 12%, that wanted more help with adding and subtracting fractions. And most of you guys said that you'd like more help with changing an improper fraction to a mixed number or a mixed number to an improper fraction. Okay, I had 17 out of 33. So that would be my fraction, 17 33rds. Okay, that would be over half of you guys, 51%. So if you're watching this video, I have a feeling a lot of you guys are watching this video because this is what you would like the most practice with. Now remember, this is the only video you have to watch. If you want to watch other videos and take other quizzes, go for it. But it is absolutely not required. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I've got improper to mixed numbers. It's like a little seminar like we did during flex time. All right, example number 1. I have 9/6. Turn my pen on. See, I do the same thing that you guys do, but on my iPad. All right, I have 9/6 and I need to change that to a mixed number. So the first thing that you want to think to yourself is how many times does 6 go into 9 evenly? Well, I've got 6 times 1 gets me 6 and 6 times 2 gets me 12. 12 is greater than 9 and you cannot exceed that number. Okay, so the next closest number that you have is 1. 6 times 1 equals 6. So that is actually your whole number. Make this a little bit thicker. So my big number is a 1. Okay. Then next I do 6 times 1, I said was my whole number. So I would go 6 times 1 equals 6. Then I'd go 9 minus 6. So I subtract that product. 9 minus 6 would get me 3. So that would be my numerator. And my denominator stays the same. Another way that you can do this is by drawing it out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw another bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did this at the beginning of our fractions unit. Then you're going to color in 9 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so then this would represent my 1 whole because I have 6/6. And then if you look here, I'd have 3/6. And you can simplify the fraction 3/6. What is a number that both 3 and 6 are divisible by? 3. Okay, so you can actually divide 3 to put it in its simplest form. So in order to simplify a fraction, you have to divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And looking at this, you can see that 3/6 is equivalent to 1/2. So you could say 1 3/6 or 1 1/2. Okay, let's do another example. All right. I have 12/5. Well, let's start with drawing it out first. I'm going to do the opposite of what I just did. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. All right, so I've got it broken into fifths. Then I've got to color in 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so looking at this picture, I know that I would have, change this color, 2 holes because look, both of these are full. I have 2 5/5. Okay. And then left over, this would be my fraction. Okay, so I have 2/5. I can also do this the way that I showed you the first time before. So 5 goes into 12 how many times? Well, I've got 5 times 1 equals 5. 5 times 2 equals 10. 5 times 3 equals 15. Okay, well, 15 is bigger than 12, and my next closest number would be 5 times 2 equals 10. So that's going to be the number I'm going to go with. Okay, so my whole number would be 2. Then I'd take my product and I'd subtract, my numerator would subtract my product. So I'd do 12 minus 10. And that would get me 2, and that becomes my numerator. So I have 2 wholes and 2/5 because my denominator stays the same. All right, let's look at another example. All right, now we're taking a mixed number to an improper fraction. Okay, I think this is easier. You just got to make sure you follow the right steps. So in order to take a mixed number to an improper fraction, you actually will do, change it to red, you take the denominator times the whole number. So I do 4 times 1 gets me 4, plus 3 gets me 7. So I know that 1 3/4 is the same thing as 7/4. I also know this because I can draw it out. I'll go ahead and erase this part. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I went ahead and broke this into fourths because my denominator always tells me how many sections there should be. Okay, so I'm going to color it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4/4, so that'd be the same as 1 whole. And then I'd have 3/4 down here. So if I counted up all of my shaded areas, I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would have 7 different sections broken into 4, so I know I have 7/4. Okay, let's do another example. Let's start with the drawing the picture method this time, then we're going to go the easier method. Okay, so I've got 2 2/3. Well, I know I've got to draw it out and break it into how many sections? 3, because that's my denominator. So I'm going to draw this out. Okay, shade this in because that's 1 whole, 2 holes, then I've got 2/3. So there'd be 1 whole, 1 hole, 2 holes, and then there's my 2/3. So then I could count this up. I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would become my numerator. Then my denominator stays the same, so it'd be thirds. I can also do this the easier way. I think it's easier. But either way is fine as long as you're able to back it up and get that right answer. So I have the denominator of 3 times 2, which gets me 6. So I did 2 times 3 equals 6. Whole number times denominator. Then you add in your numerator. Okay, plus 2, which would get me 8. So I know that it would be 8/3. All right, last example, and it's a bonus. We ready? I have 9/6 plus 1/6. Okay, so once I get my improper fraction, we're actually going to change it to a mixed number. So I know that I've got the same denominator, so I keep my denominator the same. Go ahead and transfer that over. And all we have to do is add in our numerators. Okay, 9 plus 1 is 10. 10/6. Now we've got to transfer that improper fraction to a mixed number. So we could draw this out, break it into sixths. Right, and then I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'd have 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6. Or I can ask this question. How many times does 6 go into 10? Well, I've got 6 times 1 equals 6. 6 times 2 equals 12. 12 is too big, so we've got to go back down to 1. That becomes my whole number. Okay, so everybody with me so far? Now I take this product and I subtract it from my numerator. So I do 10 minus 6. 10 minus 6 gets me 4. That becomes my new numerator. And my denominator stays the same. 1 and 4/6. 4/6 can be simplified because 4 and 6, are they odd numbers? No, they're even numbers. And even numbers are always divisible by 2. Okay? 4 divided by 2, 6 divided by 2. I'm going to move me so you can see it better. There we go. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So I know that simplified, this would be 1 and 2/3. Okay? That is all that I have for you guys today. All you have to do is now take the quiz from improper to mixed number. Make sure you take the correct quiz. You only have to watch this video. You only have to take that one quiz. Okay? Hope you guys have a great Thursday afternoon. I will see you tomorrow, and then it is going to be spring break. Thank you guys for working so hard for me. Continue to be the awesome students that I know that you are.